Hi guys, it's Makashi again, piping in on the whole new feature at the end of the year situation in Elite Dangerous. For those of you that aren't aware, I do have a video that I released a few months back, just talking through my impression of what we should expect around this new feature. Now, I did highlight in that video my belief that what we should be expecting is an extension to colonization, where we'll essentially be able to place space elevators on atmospheric worlds and Earth-like worlds that we can't currently land on. That we'll be able to build them, and then once that's constructed, it will give the architect access to essentially the entire toolset of Planet Coaster slash Jurassic World, etc. To be able to build their own game worlds on the surface of planets that you would access through the loading screen of traveling down in the space elevator from disembarking from your ship. So it'd be an Odyssey only feature. Now, it met some controversy, and there are a number of people that had opinions to the contrary. A lot of people feel really strongly that it's ship interiors. I'm basically releasing this video to further bolster my view, and I'm going to now switch scenes and show you why. So, in the last couple of weeks, Jurassic World Evolution 3 has released from Frontier to great success, if you don't mind me saying. Highly rated, great sale price, loads of concurrent viewers. Seems to have been absolutely what they're looking for. Now, it's on the Cobra Engine. This is a further development. So, what does this mean? What does this show us? What does this signal to us as consumers of Frontier's output? They're clearly developing the Cobra Engine internally. Jurassic World Evolution 3 has a ray tracing model built in. Now, what I'm going to do is direct you to one of their pieces of media. Now, at no point in any of the literature of this website does it mention the Cobra Engine anywhere. It's only when you do the digging and you start to really look into it that you see that this game is on the Cobra Engine. I even went to the step of going into other streamers on the day of release and asking them to show me the game loading to see if there's a Cobra symbol in it. There's nothing. Like, they've completely hidden it. I think this is deliberate so that we don't see this coming. You're going to be mind blown. Well, I think that we could genuinely expect the new feature at the end of the year to be an engine update that results in us having ray tracing in Elite with multiple sources of light, meaning we could have atmospheric play of light between different star types in different atmosphere types, which would do huge things for exploration and just generally creating elevating Elite to another level of screenshot generator. Now, the reason I focus on this, imagine this. This is what they're showing as a game world, an island, a region in 3D space on a planet that a user can define what's there. That exists in the Cobra Engine now. Not in the version that we play in Elite Dangerous, sure. But within Frontier developments, this GIF was taken in engine, okay? Now, what I'm essentially suggesting is, imagine this, but looking like Satisfactory. Boom. We've got a space elevator going straight up. And that space elevator was built by us in colonization. And then you can come down here, and as an architect, you can start building. You can terraform. You can change. You can influence your own environment by designing your own models and making them available for a workshop. This is what this game has introduced. Why would they as a business spend all this time and energy improving their engine, their game engine, their proprietary technology to add all this functionality and not port it over to the long-standing franchise, which is the reason the business exists in the first place? Like, Elite Dangerous is why Frontier exists. And this stuff that they're doing, like, the reason they're doing this is they know we won't pay them enough money to do this work. Like, they've pulled in £1 million in the last week through Jurassic World Evolution 3. And they're going to spend that money on making our game better. And thank you, David Braben. Praise to David Braben. So that's my 2 cents on just really underscoring my previous assertion. I'm doubling down. I definitely am certain, I think, actually, that what's coming is an engine overhaul. And we should expect to be able to build our own entire towns, game worlds, racetracks, ecosystems on planets within our colonies. And anything less than that, I think it will just be a case of, like, next year this stuff will be coming. So perhaps in November it will just be the lighting. Maybe. I don't know what components. I don't know how big this is. I don't know how chunky it would be to regression test the game to add this stuff. What I know is a lot of this will just be purely new, right? There isn't currently stuff on the surface. So from that perspective, it is quite attractive from a development perspective. I should say, just to underscore again, my background professionally is I've got 15 years of software development experience. I've worked as an automated software tester. So I used to author testing frameworks that tested software as a service products like web pages, tools like bars used to seat people at tables. I've worked on products that run entire electricity grids, like that have to automatically shut down massive, like 140,000 volt switches and stuff. Like I've worked on a lot of different intense technology products. So yeah, I think that I have some decent credibility. My last roles have been in product management, so my head space has really been focused on what should businesses be building in order to survive. And that's like, if my job was a producer, or like whatever they call it in the gaming industry, a product manager, this is exactly what I'd be saying internally. They should be doing this. They should be taking on other IPs to develop their internal white labeled game engine, so that then they can farm out those improvements to other games in the IP to then like profit for free. So that's my 2 cents. Oh, 07 commanders, do let me know in the comments what you think.